Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to study the pathology and the chapter number 3 from your Harsh Mohan. Basically we refer Harsh Mohan, and the chapter is cellular adaptation and cell injury. The first topic is here response to cell injury. Before starting that, we should know what cell injury is. Cell injury is in general a cell damage, or is also known as injury to the cell, is called cell injury, and in which it is variety of changes in the cell which may suffer due to stress or any unwanted reasons. So further coming to the definition, cell injury is defined as functional and morphological effects of variety of stresses on the cell from various etiological agents which result in changes in internal and external environment. मीन्स सेल पे जो टेंशन आता है, सेल पे जो स्ट्रेस आता है ड्यू टू इंटरनल एज वेल एज द एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट, what all the stress the cell faces comes under cell injury. However, when body cells are exposed to injurious agents, they have inbuilt mechanism to deal with changes in environment to a limited extent without undergoing cell injury. Thus, the cell response to stress may vary depending upon two types of factors. Any cell response depends upon two factors. One is the host factor, that is, the type of cell or the nutritional status of the cell, or second one, the factor pertaining to the injurious agents, that is, its types and dose. Then, according to the various form of cellular response to injurious agents may be as follows. Now the response may differ, that the stress may differ. Sometimes it will be mild, sometimes it will be severe, and according to that they are classified further. Here first we will deal about when there is altered functional demand, whether it is increased or decreased. The cell may adapt changes that are expressed morphologically, which then revert back to normal after the stress is removed. Means that is termed as cellular adaptation. When the stress is reverted back to normal and when various adaptive conditions, it is called cellular adaptation. Now then comes when the stress goes from mild to moderate. If we have any injury which is mild and then getting moderate, then this type of cell injury is called reversible cell injury. Means from mild stage to moderate stage, the cell is getting recovered, and then this is the reversible. While sometimes it is from persistent to severe. While persistent and severe form of cell injury and may cause cell death. Now एक बार cell की death हो ही गई है तो it can't be reversed back. So this type of cell injury is called irreversible cell injury. When it goes from mild to moderate, कम से थोड़ा और कम, then it will be reversed back. And if it is already severe, it will go again severe and the death of the cell happens. It is called irreversible cell injury. Then the residual effect of reversible cell injury may persist in the cell as evidence of cell injury at subcellular levels, that are called subcellular changes, or metabolites which may accumulate within the cell. Accumulations रहता है बहुत बार cell के अंदर. It is called intracellular accumulations. Then we will come to the next topic, that is etiology of cell injury. That is, diverse diseases affecting human beings at different ages can be broadly classified into 4 groups. It has 4 different groups में वो classify हुआ है, जैसे developmental, inflammatory, neoplastic and degenerative. These are the 4 different stages in which it is classified. Now in general, cell injury underlines all the diseases. Cell injury has in almost all the diseases. Then the cell injury is broadly classified in 2 groups, that is genetic and acquired. Genetic means which we get from our parents, which is in our genes, within our genes, and acquired is those which we are acquiring from the nature as we grow up. Nature or environmental changes is called acquired. Now the genetic one we'll discuss in the upcoming chapters. and if you want any videos regarding any chapter, you can do comment and tell me. Okay, then the acquired causes of disease comprise vast majority of common diseases afflicting mankind. The common acquired cause of cells injury may be acting singly or in combination. Okay, this may affect in a single or in a combination. Then we'll first look after this flow chart. A normal cell. A normal cell is classified into three categories. First is the adapted one, then the reversible cell injury and the irreversible cell injury. Adaptations are when we alter something, when there are altered functional demands which is due to stress. When it changes within the cell is called adaptation. We go in certain environment and we adapt the changes. It is our adaptability. Then from when the cell injury goes from mild to transient stress, that is reversible cell injury as we have discussed in the above case. Then when it is a severe or persistent stress, it is irreversible cell injury. Irreversible cell injury causes cell death. The common example of cell death is necrosis and apoptosis. Then reversible cell injury में आता है degeneration, subcellular alternation and intracellular accumulation, which is then the stress is removed out and it restored into a normal ones. And in adaptation we have atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia and dysplasia. In this also the stress is completely removed and it is also restored to a normal one. Okay, this flowchart is very important to summarize the things which we read earlier. Then coming to the causes, that is there are total 10 things on which the cell injury is dependent. First of all, hypoxia and ischemia. Then comes physical agent, chemical agents and drugs, microbial agents, immunologic causes, nutritional derangement, aging, psychogenic causes, and iatrogenic causes and idiopathic diseases. First of all, starting with hypoxia and ischemia. First of all, what is hypoxia? Cell of different tissue essentially require oxygen to generate energy. To generate energy or to do anything, we usually require oxygen and to perform metabolic function. What is hypoxia? Deficiency of oxygen is hypoxia. And if there is deficiency of oxygen, there will be a failure to carry out all the activities which is performed by the cell. Hypoxia is the common cause of cell injury. Hypoxia may result from following two pathways. There are two pathways in which the hypoxia results. The most common mechanism of hypoxic cell injury is by reduced blood supply to the cell due to interruption, which is also called as ischemia. I hope everybody knows what is ischemia. Then hypoxia may also result from impaired blood supply from causes other than interruption. For example, disorders of oxygen carrying RPCs, which is the common example is anemia, heart diseases, lung diseases and increased demand of tissues. Then the second topic is of physical agents. What are the physical agents? Physical agents in caution of diseases are under. First physical agent is the mechanical trauma. Mechanical trauma means generally road accidents comes under mechanical trauma. Thermal means by heat or cold. Then the electricity, radiations may be ultraviolet radiations or ionizing radiations, and rapid changes in atmospheric pressure. These are the 5 physical agents on which the cell injury may also depend. Then the chemicals and drugs. Now, the ever increasing list of chemical agents of drugs may cause cell injury. The important examples which includes the following are Chemical poisons such as cyanide, arsenic, mercury. These all are the chemical poisons. Sometimes strong acid and alkalides are also chemicals and drugs. Environmental pollutants, insecticides and pesticides, oxygen at high concentration, hypertonic glucose and salt, social agents such as alcohol and narcotic drugs, and therapeutic administration of drugs. The chemicals and drugs, these are on high demand of increasing. Then comes the microbial agents. Microbes also causes injury. Injuries by microbes includes infections which cause bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, metazoa and other parasites. Then comes the immunologic cause. Immunologic cause, immunity is a double-edged sword. It protects the host against various injurious agents, but it may also turn lethal and cause cell injury also. That is, for example, hypersensitivity reactions. This hypersensitivity reactions we are going to read in further immunopathology. There are 4 types of hypersensitivities, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll discuss in further topics. Then comes the anaphylactic reactions and autoimmune disease. Immunologic tissue injury is discussed in chapter 5. These we are not going to study it now. We'll discuss in the further chapters. Then comes the nutritional derangement. Now nutritional derangement means sometimes there is deficiency of nutrients, sometimes there is excess of nutrients. This excess and deficiency of any nutrients may result in nutritional imbalances. Now, nutritional deficiency diseases may be due to overall deficiency. If the deficiency is of nutrients, we can say it as starvation. It can be of protein or calories, that is marasmus or kwashiorkor, or of minerals, which is anemia, or of certain trace elements. Nutritional excess is also a problem. As deficiency is a problem, excess of nutrition is also a problem. It is mainly of the affluent society resulting in obesity. Many of the people have the habit of eating, sitting and continuously doing the same, which causes an obesity, and it also leads to heart diseases and hypertension. Then nutritional derangement is also a cause of cell injury. Aging. Cellular aging or sequences leads to impaired ability of the cell to undergo replication and repair. Now the cell gets aged, and then the chances of replication and repair reduced down as the age of the cell is also reduced, and this leads to the cell death. Now the next is psychogenic causes. There are no specific biochemical or morphological changes. Common acquired mental diseases due to mental stress, strain, anxiety and overwork and frustration. Psychogenic causes also causes injury to the cell. As many, for example, we can say many of the patients go in depression, schizophrenia. Some people have problem of drug addiction and smoking. It also results in various organic diseases such as liver damage, chronic bronchitis, lung cancer, peptic ulcer, hypertension, ischemic heart disease. Then comes iatrogenic causes. Although, as per the Hippocratic Oath, before becoming any type of doctor, any type of physicians, we generally have to take an Hippocratic Oath of for every physician ki we should first administrate the thing, and then we should prescribe a patient a medicine or anything, what all drugs we prescribe. So many times what happens, every physician is bound not to do or administer anything that causes patient harm. There are some diseases as well as death attributed to iatrogenic causes, that is owing to the physicians. For examples, it includes occurrence of diseases or death due to error in judgment of physicians. and onward effect of administered therapy, that is drugs and radiation. Then the last is idiopathic disease. Idiopathic disease means of unknown cause. Some diseases are still there which whose cause is not discovered yet, and these all comes under the idiopathic diseases. Finally, although so much is known about etiology of diseases, there still remain many diseases of which exact cause is undetermined. For example, most common form of hypertension is idiopathic hypertension. Similarly, exact etiology of many cancer is still incompletely known. Now here we are done with the first topic, that is response to cell injury and the causes. Then we'll just overlook the must know column which is given on the right side. Then here it is given the definition of cell injury, that is cell injury is a functional and morphologic effect of a variety of stress on the cell from various etiologic agents which result in changes in internal as well as the external environment. सेल इंजुरी में फंक्शनल और मॉर्फोलॉजिकल दोनों चेंजेस होते हैं. फंक्शनल मीन्स इट हैज़ द चेंज इन इट्स फिजियोलॉजिक कैरेक्टर ऑल्सो एंड बोथ. सो दीज चेंजेस ऑकर इन इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट, मतलब वो चेंजेस इंटरनली भी है और एक्सटर्नली भी है. ओके, देन सेलुलर रिस्पॉन्स टू स्ट्रेस डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ द टिश्यू इन्वॉल्व्ड and the type of dose of injurious agents. When exposed to mild stress and due to altered functional demand, the cell adjusts and adapt to a limit, that is cellular adaptation, and then revert back to normal. Then it comes from mild to moderate. The stress for shorter duration may cause reversible cell injury. If it is from severe and it persistent to be severe, then the stress causes the cell death and it is called irreversible cell injury. Among various etiologic factors, hypoxia ischemia is most important. Others are chemical and physical agents, microbes, immunity and aging, etc. Generally, we have a question on this topic that we need to define the cell injury and then the etiology of cell injury. This topic is important for you guys. You do comment down if you want notes of this chapter, and I hope it is clear. And if you have any doubts, do comment, and then the further cellular adaptation will continue this topic tomorrow.